Hey everybody, welcome. This is Sweezy's World. Could be your world. Hey, I'm really glad you stopped by. I really am. I really hope everybody has had a great week, and I hope you're making some plans for the weekend. Get outside if you can. Uh, if you have children or a spouse or something, give them a hug. Tell them you love them. It's always a good thing. I like to talk about a few things that interest me, and hopefully they interest you. And boy, there is so much going on that, I'm really much interested in. And, you should be too. You should be just keeping the tabs on what's going on in the world, especially what's going on here in this country. Uh, but I do like to also start my video with a little bit of a biblical saying. And, today's no different, right? This is Romans 2:3. And do you suppose, you who judge those who practice such things and yet do them yourself, do you think that you will escape the judgment of God? Amen. Something to think about, something to keep in your mind. So, all right, then, look, I personally believe, I really do, I really personally believe that we are like so freaking close to having a major civil unrest, a civil war, as you will, between the left and the right. Because just turn on any TV, any network, and watch any news broadcast, or listen to it, or go to the internet. Go to YouTube. Can you not see how far apart both sides really are? When one side believes in their heart that it's okay to commit, murder against other people. They believe that it's all right to do harm. I mean, that's just, that's wrong. Now, me personally, I believe that the left is possessed by evil. I believe that because normal people don't act that way. Normal people will have arguments about a subject, because you can disagree about anything, and you should be able to talk about it. Or you should even be yell at each other about it, but should never go beyond that. You should be able to discuss stuff like that. Anything, any topic, any topic whatsoever. But in our country right now, there's so much hatred going on between, especially the left, against the right, but the right's kind of coming along with the same. The right's getting ready to dig in, defend ourselves, because the far left is out of control. Like I said, it might not be their fault. It may be because evil has possessed them. I firmly believe that, especially the leadership and the little foot soldiers out there. So you've got to be ready. You got to be ready for this mess. We trust in the Lord, and we know at the end He's going to make it, all right. But we have to live here in on earth before that happens. And we're going to go through a bunch of crap, with digital ID and stuff, which is the forefront for the mark of the beast. Digital ID is not the mark of the beast. Said this before, but it's a forefront for it. The one side believes that it's okay to do all this. Of course, the other side believes that it's not. How far apart we are in committing acts of violence. Like I say, turn on the television, watch any news network, and look out and see who's committing the violence. You can tell. It's not the right. It's not. Rest my case. So you and I, we have to be ready for it. Up here, we got to be ready. We have to protect our loved ones. We have to protect our families, our friends, those that we care about. We have to protect them. And they all have to help protect you. And what's happening now is that they're calling for, the other side's calling for a civil war. They're calling for one. A major uprising, civil disorder. It's going to get serious. It's going to get very bad. And, and this is not me saying it. It's going to get bad. And so prepare, be ready. You have to be ready because this stuff is more serious than people are giving it. It's more serious. So I'm just saying, be good, be careful, enjoy life, protect yourself. It's just that simple. Whatever it takes to protect yourself, do that. And hopefully we'll all come through The other side, A-okay. And it's one of those things that interests me big time, is how we got this far. How did we get to where we are now? Well, we're so separated that we can't communicate with each other anymore. It has to go violence. You know what? Why? How did we get there? I don't know. But we're here. And like I said, I believe it's evil that's gotten into the other side, and that's where we are. And we have good fighting evil. It's my opinion. Might be your opinion. If it's not your opinion, leave me a comment and tell me. It's not your opinion. Tell me what you think. But if we're not prepared for what's coming, and I don't think most people are, because they're still, they see everything that's going on everywhere, but they're still got blinders on to what is probably going to happen very soon. No one knows exactly when this will happen, but it's happening. It's kind of happening now. So let's just get it that way. So we have to be careful, and we have to be ready, because the doo-doo's already hit the fan. It's just waiting to blow. So, all right then. Hey, look, nothing but love for you. Truly mean it. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And get out there, enjoy it while you can. We don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, and but we do know what's probably going to come in the near future. So be prepared. That's all I can say, is be prepared. All right. Till next time, nothing but love for you guys. I truly mean it. And we'll talk to you later.